Guys, what's going on? I hope you guys are well. I hope you guys are staying safe. I hope everything's good wherever you are. Guys, just seen the press conference between Khan and Brook. A little bit disappointed, to be honest with you. Look, it was quite a fiery press conference. I think certain things were said that probably shouldn't have been said from both sides. And this fight has become very personal. Not just, I've been seeing some of the comments in the comment section of like, I was watching the YouTube, watching on YouTube, the press conference, and some of the stuff that were being said in the comment section was disgusting. I'm talking disgusting. I never like to talk about race or stuff like that, but some of the stuff that was being said was horrible, horrific. And I predicted this before, that I felt like this would become like this, and it basically has, as the fights got closer. I don't like it. By the way, I'm an Amir fan, but the fact is that I didn't even like some of the stuff that he said to Kell. And if Kell did call him what Amir said he called him, then that's out of order. That's out of order. To say that about someone like, to say Amir's got a glass jaw, ain't got a problem with that, because Amir's not been a guy that takes great punches. We all know that. But to say, a papadom, whatever, to me, that's just out. I'm sorry, I think that's just out of order, because basically what that is, that's an Indian food that cracks pretty easily. I don't think you should be saying things like that. Especially a fighter on Kell Brook's level should not be saying things like that. And Amir shouldn't have said what he said about Kell all those years ago. But still, this fight has become very personal. It's become very personal and very bitter. And not just personal to them, personal to people like us as well. Because let's be honest, if you're an Amir Khan fan and you followed him, and Amir's got a lot of fans, he's got a huge following, you want him to do a proper number on Kell Brook. And if you're a Kell Brook fan, right? And Kell Brook, by the way, Kell Brook, some of his fans, he's got fans, don't get me wrong, but some of the people that want him to win aren't even his fans. They're not even his fans, some of them. Like, I've got Burning Desire that comes on my channel, and he's a Brook fan. There's nothing wrong with him being a Brook fan, but he's a proper Brook fan. He probably likes Amir a little bit. But when it's like this, when Manchester United are playing, like it's like a derby, when Man United are playing Man City, you're going to support who you support. If you support Man United, you ain't going to want good for Man City. So obviously, if you like one of them, you're always going to be favoritism. Like I'm rolling with Khan. I've always been he's got me into boxing. But the point is that I just don't like some of the things that I'm seeing on social media. It's horrible. I don't like it, man. Sport's supposed to bring people together, man. But this fight's become very personal, and like, I want Amir to win so badly, so badly now. Honestly, I want him to win so badly. And if he loses, which there is a strong possibility that could happen, it hurt me. Look at the trainers. Look at the trainers going back and forth. Look, that's what happens. But some of the stuff that was being said between the fighters, I thought was just a bit distasteful. It was a bit distasteful. Bomac and Ingle were going at it. Bomac, I've always found Ingle a little strange, to be honest with you. Ingle said a few things to Amir about, again, I don't think those things should be brought up, but fair enough, he brought it up. But then Ingle brought up, McIntyre's boxing record and talking about he's only there for the paycheck. But if I'm not mistaken, Ingle didn't train Kell Brook for Crawford because he didn't think he could win. Right? He didn't, and he basically made an excuse. And actually, he even accused Kell Brook of taking a paycheck against Crawford, because he said, he left Eddie Hearn out. Go watch these interviews. I watched Ingle's interviews. He said, well, Kell's he's basically discarded Eddie as well. I remember he did an interview. He said, look, he's not even paying Eddie. He wants the whole slice of the cake to himself. So he doesn't want to take me. He wants to, pay another trainer taking less money. So basically saying that Kell was cashing out. So what Ingle is saying to Bomac, he's guilty of himself because he accused Kell of cashing out against Crawford himself. That's just facts. I've seen the interview, so I know what Ingle said. Ingle accused of Kell of cashing out against Terence Crawford. It's pretty there. You can go and watch it on Seconds Out. I saw him that he's left Eddie Hearn out. He's not in me. So he kind of said his own fighter was cashing out, but now all of a sudden he's back with him, and he's obviously got with a big fight. And then Bomac was saying, that Kell's finished, and thing is, yeah, Kell might be finished, but I don't think Amir's got a lot left as well, if I'm honest. But the good thing is now that I always question, like with Bomac, how much this means to him. I know it's only a couple of days out of the fight, and it's not going to really mean anything now. But Bomac wanted Amir to win the fight. Obviously, it enhances your reputation especially a fight of this magnitude. Because although the two guys passed it, it's still a fight of a very big magnitude. So if Bomac wins the fight, it enhances his reputation. And also, people will say, yeah, you got Terence Crawford, but he's the best fighter in the world. What about you developing other fighters? Because if I'm not mistaken, Jamel Herring lost to Shakur Stevenson. I know he had a good run with Jamel Herring, and Jamel Herring beat Frampton as well under him. But at the end of the day, this would be a very big win on Bomac's CV if he can pull this one off. So I think that would have motivated Bomac anyway. But I think also now that this has become personal for Bomac, Bomac wants to do a number on Ingle because of what Ingle said. And if Ingle didn't say anything, Bomac might have not cared. I don't think initially, because Bomac doesn't care about Kell and Khan's history. Like, he doesn't care, like, he's not been there. But the fact that now, I think he was more caring about his reputation as a trainer, because remember, Crawford's one day going to go. Bomac he would still want to train fighters. So the point I'm trying to make is this, is that now it's become not just the fact that he wants to win, but it's become personal. He wants to win, and he wants Amir to do it in style because of what the other trainer was saying at the other end. So he doesn't just want to beat Brook. He doesn't want Amir to beat Brook. He wants to beat Ingle now because of the stuff that Ingle said. And I knew that if Bomac was there at the press conference, it's going to kick off because Bomac doesn't take a step back. And I knew Ingle was going to try gold him. I knew it. And that's exactly what happened. I knew that was going to happen prior to happening because Ingle always does that. He always tries to get under the skin. I was quite surprised in the first press conference how quiet Ingle was. But in this press conference, Ingle actually turned up. And to be fair to him, he did a good job. And to be fair to you, like when you've got a fighter like Kell Brook doesn't really say a lot. He doesn't come across very, as Johnny Nelson says, media savvy. So, you need a sharp-witted trainer like Dominic Ingle, who's quite good with his mouth. The Bomac's very good with his mouth, but he's very aggressive. Like, do you know what I mean? Whereas Ingle's like good at pulling strings. But I don't really think Khan's going to be... if you look at Amir Khan, he was quite relaxed. I think Kell Brook was quite relaxed. Kell Brook's quite a relaxed type of guy. But I think this means a lot to Kell Brook. And I think Kell's going to be quite aggressive in there. He's going to be quite aggressive in there. But we'll have to wait and see. But I don't like the fact that I feel like this has become a little bit more than boxing now. It's become very personal with some of the stuff that's been said. Personal amongst the fans, the people that Amir is inspired, or Amir is, because Amir's got a bigger following. I know they're saying the following is even. No, Amir's got a way bigger following, way bigger following. Hence, Kell was booed. And I won't be surprised at the fight if he's booed as well, because Amir's following is far greater than Kell Brook's. He's got a huge following. And I do think Kell's following has grown as a result of Amir, and I'll tell you why, because there's a lot of people that don't like Amir Khan. I don't want to go into reasons. You all guys are intelligent enough to know why. Those people are also supporting Kell Brook. So Kell's grown because they've always seen Kell as a rival to Amir, and they've seen that this is a guy that can potentially beat him. So they've jumped onto Kell's bandwagon, So yeah, we'll have to wait and see how it goes, but. Yeah, I wasn't too... I found the press conference a little bit... I didn't like it, to be honest with you, because I just think that, it's a press conference going out to millions. I know it makes the fight more tasty and makes the fight more exciting, but I think sometimes there's a line, and when you cross that line, I think it just gets a little bit yeah, I just think it, especially some of the comments. Like I know that had nothing to do with the press conference, but some of the the comments that I've seen on social media, like when the you know, in the comment section, I was like, these type of people, like, what? Why are you like this? Like, why? What are you? Why? Do you know what I mean? Like, I don't know. It's just crazy, man. It's just crazy. I'm trying to keep myself away from social media because some of the comments are so terrible. I just want, like I said, I just want this fight over and done with. Hopefully, the guy that I want to win wins. Otherwise, it's gonna be horrible. It's gonna be horrible if Brook wins. But anyway, yeah, lively press conference. Like I said, some of the stuff in there was a bit below the belt. But like, I want to say, obviously, I'll be excited when the fight, you know, when they both walk into the ring and stuff. But I don't think I've been emotionally involved in a sporting event as much as this one. I don't think I want somebody or a team or a sports star to win as much as I want Amir Khan to win on the weekend. And I think after seeing the press conference, after seeing what I'm seeing on social media, I just want him to win even more now. And either way, if he loses or wins, I think in the post-fight, when I do a post-fight reaction, I think you're either going to see, I'm either going to be really down and upset if he loses, and I'm either going to be very, you know, excited if he wins, you know, so to speak. The thing is with me, I always like to keep things neutral in the sense that I'll never, you know, downplay another fighter. So one thing you won't see on my channel is, even if Amir beats Kell Brook and stops him, is that me coming out and trolling Kell Brook. That's something I just won't do. So if people are expecting me to do that, and that's just not going to happen. I'm not going to troll him. Because I respect every fighter that gets in the ring. And unfortunately, if Amir gets knocked out, I'm pretty sure I'm going to get trolled on here by a few people. Not everyone. I think most people that actually watch my videos are quite, I'd say, loyal to me, in the sense that they all have respect. And most like, I would say 99% of my subscribers are very respectful. You know, they all come on my live stream. Like, we had Claude coming on yesterday, and he was brilliant. You know, I loved him coming on. What a guest. Like, I was like, wow, I didn't even know Claude. You know, I know Claude's, I've seen some of his comments on my videos, but, you know, what a guest. You know, it was brilliant having him on the live stream yesterday. Since I've been doing the live stream, the fact that I'm meeting people from different walks of life, and people are coming on and giving their opinions about things, really opened my eyes about different cultures, different people. And I respect all of you guys, man. I respect all of you guys. Let's hope that we get a good fight and both guys shake it out, shake hands. The trolls on the social media are going to be the trolls. Unfortunately, you're never going to be able to stop those people. Those people are always going to be how they are. And if, from both sides, if Amir wins, then, you know, Amir's fans are going to come out and they're going to do the trolling. If Kell wins, then, you know, Amir's going to get trolled. It is what it is, you know. It is what it is. But that's just social media, and that's why I need to stay away from social media, because social media is no good. Like, I think social media is good in the sense, like, you're doing a YouTube channel, you're using it positively to, you know, promote your brand or whatever. But it also, like, there's a bigger world out there than social media, you know, and I feel like that's something that we need to bear in mind, that the world out there, the social media is at times can be quite fake, and doesn't really, for me, represent the reality of what's out there in the real world all the time. So yeah, leave your thoughts, guys. Let me know what you thought of the press conference. I know I went on a bit of a tangent there. I'm a bit deflated after that press conference, just because I just thought it went a little bit over the top. I think it was a little bit distasteful, but it is what it is. I did tell you, I did predict that this would happen, right? Because I knew that this would become like this. Amir Khan is a very, very, very big star in this country, and he's a British Pakistani, you know. So it is what it is. Let's just hope that we get a good fight. By the way, I want to mention this. I feel like the whole build-up as well, has been so biased in terms of favor of Kell, in the sense that, yeah, some people are saying, well, the coverage, Amir's getting all the coverage, but I actually think some of the commentating and some of the people that are, you know, giving their opinions, it's all been biased in favor of Kell Brook. It's been so biased, like, you know, all of the things about the weight. Nobody brings up the fact that Amir was a smaller guy who started his career at 135. Everybody's talking about how he's draining Kell Brook, who was only fought above 150, I think, 3 times in his career. His last fight was at 147. I think it's just been very biased, but that's just my opinion. I'll do a separate video about that. I just think that, you know, some of the comments, and, you know, I know Burning Desire said Dave Coldwell and Johnny Nelson said that Amir's trying to drain him. Like, I honestly don't think he is. I think it's a fair fight at 149, because I think if Amir goes up to 154, that's a big advantage to Kell Brook, because Kell Brook's a naturally bigger man. These two aren't the same size, and I've mentioned this. They're not the same size. Kell Brook's a much bigger guy. So, yeah, it is what it is. Leave your thoughts. Let me know what you think about the press conference. What did you make of it? Guys, I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.